Hello, guys. Welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Mariners postgame show versus the Cubs. A heartbreaking loss. The Mariners lose yet another series. They have not won a series in 2024 yet. Let's break it all down. So right off the bat, Luis Castillo, you see 6 innings pitched, only 3 earned runs. That's his best start of the year. Was it amazing? No. He still gave up 7 hits and obviously a couple of earned runs, but he had 9 strikeouts and a quality start. It's good to see from Castillo. It's not his elite ace Cy Young stuff, but it should be enough for the Mariners to scrape by with a win, especially when the bullpen continues to be lights out. To not give up an earned run today in innings 7, 8, and 9, But it always comes back to the offense. You can limit runs all you want, but the Mariners were unable to put any runs on the board outside of Jorge Polanco 2-run home run. The Mariners were donuts all the way around. They didn't even have a hit till, I believe, 4th, maybe 5th inning. It was ridiculous. They only had 1 extra base hit all day long, and that was Jorge Polanco's home run. In the 8th and the 9th inning, they had some chances, but Ty France, bases loaded, double play ball. You can't do that in that position. Got to put the ball in the air there if you're Ty France. Got to try to do something. A strikeout is better than a double play there. And then Julio Rodriguez, even when he doesn't play, he's hurting the Mariners right now, guys. Julio Rodriguez, he's had a really, really rough start to the year, and this was kind of just a microcosm of what his entire season has been as a whole. He comes in at the bottom of the 9th to pinch run for Cal Raleigh, and unfortunately, he gets picked off at first with 2 outs, game-ending pickoff move by the pitcher there for the Cubs, Albert Olazale. Sorry if I didn't get that right. Julio's just not getting it done. Not getting it done at all. But he wasn't hitting today. He only had a base running mistake. Let's look at how the other Mariners hitters fared in this one. J.P. Crawford, he went 1 for 3 with a single. Mitch Haniger went 1 for 4 with a single. Jorge Polanco 1 for 3 with the big 2-run home run to make this one close in the 6th inning. And then Ty France, a really, really hot start to the season. Back-to-back games, he goes hitless, 0 for 4 in this ball game. And he had that big double play ball, like I already mentioned, in the 8th inning. Really, really cost the Mariners. Dominic Canzone came in, and he got, running up, trying to make a catch at the wall. He got a sprained something. Let me look it up really quickly so you guys, so I can give you proper information on that. But yeah, it was a heroic attempt at a baseball. I know he sprained something. I saw it on Twitter. Looks like it is an AC joint sprain after crashing into the wall. So that's tough to see. Hopefully he is okay. That'd be a monumental loss. Not obvious. Maybe a monumental isn't the right word. It is Dominic Canzone, but that would definitely be a loss, especially when he's one of your few players giving you quality at bats right now. Dylan Moore then had to come in and replace him. He did get a hit. He was 1 for 3. Mitch Garver continues to not get it done. Another hitless day for Garver. He goes 0 for 3. Cal Raleigh 1 for 4. Luke Raley, he gets a chance to play in center instead of Julio. Me and Levi have been shouting to the rooftops to give Raley a chance to play. And unfortunately in this one, he goes 0 for 3. Continues to give Scott Service reasons to not play him, but I think he needs a little bit more time till we can really give him a proper evaluation. Luke Raley's really only had somewhere between 30 and 40 batting appearances, so you can't judge him too much when he really hasn't had the sample size to really judge. But again, today, not good. And Rojas, he drew a couple of walks, but did go 0 for 1. And like I mentioned, Castillo, an okay day. Brett DeJesus, Gabe Spire, and Trent Thornton all pitched an inning of scoreless ball. Great to see. But the Mariners, Not great to see. They lose their 10th game of the year. They fall to 6-10. They lose yet another series. They have not won a series all year. Guys, what is happening? I'm really, really starting to get concerned for this Mariners offense. You hold the Cubs to 3 runs. A good baseball team, and you can't get a win off that. Yesterday, Emerson Hancock gives you probably the best start he's going to give you all year long. You hold the Cubs to 4 runs, and you can't push, you can't push. It wasn't even close. I mean, it was a 3-run loss yesterday. The game before, you hold the Cubs to 2, and you do get it done, but you only score 4. Which, 4 runs would have given you the win today. I mean, that's kind of all you need sometimes. But the pitching all around was really, really good this series. It's so unfortunate we couldn't capitalize and get a series win. Now we have to, we're hosting the Reds for 3. The Reds, not a bad baseball team at all. That'll be another tough series. And then we will go to the Rocky Mountains of Colorado for a 3-game set, and that should be a series win. But again, you say that with a grain of salt because this baseball team is playing really, really bad right now, especially the offense. What is happening? It's time to wake up. We're 16 games into the season. I understand it's early, and I'm not going to make presumptions. And I'm not saying this baseball team is doomed. I'm not saying this offense is going to suck all year. I'm not saying Julio Rodriguez is going to be one of our worst players. That would be ridiculous to say. However, it's now not, it now does matter. It is starting to matter. It's not inconsequential. 16 games into the season, that's a tenth of your year right there. 1/10 of the year gone. You're 6-10. You're 4 games below 500. I don't know what the standings are, but let's check them right now. You're only 2 games back of the division somehow. I mean, the AL West has been really lucky. But you're 2 games back of the division, which somehow there's not a single winning baseball team in the AL West right now. But that's not going to continue. You're 4 games back from being at 500. Mariners got to start getting going now. I mean, they really do. 16 games in. It's not inconsequential no more. It's time to get this train moving. Now, with that being said, this is still early. There's a lot of time for a lot of baseball players to rise up in the rankings, to play better baseball, to help contribute to this team. But at some point, you got to draw the line at somewhere, and something needs to change. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something inside of the clubhouse right now, if Scott Service needs to say something, if, hitting coaches need to get on players' asses, if players need to start going in their off days and figure their swing out. They need to watch more tape. They need to have a better approach at the plate. I don't know what is happening, but this offense is pitiful. It's pitiful. And the pitching staff, the last few games, have been holding up their end of the bargain, and the offense has not been able to get it done. It's a disgrace. And I'm really not trying to be too dramatic. Again, only 4 games out of 500. This has happened the last couple of seasons, and the Mariners have made it interesting at the end of the year, 2 years in a row. But both those last 2 years, it's came off of 11-game win streaks. I don't know what the year before that, 13-game win streaks. You can't guarantee that's going to happen again. You cannot think, the Mariners will just get hot in August. They're just going to get really hot in late July. No, Julio Rodriguez is going to hit 750 and turn into the best player of all time in August. No, you can't rely on that stuff. Why can't the Mariners just have a good April? Just once. I said it before the season. I said April obviously is not everything. However, it is very, very important to get your team off on the right footing, and then you can just kind of leave every other team in your rear view mirror, never have to look forward. Never have to look back, and always just look forward, keep the pedal to the metal, and, guarantee a playoff spot by mid-September. Like, that's what I wanted this team to do. I didn't want us to have to dig out of a hole that we put ourselves in after April and May like we have had to do the last few seasons. I've not wanted that. I wanted us to have a productive April, a productive May. And May's obviously, we're only halfway through April here, and May is not yet began. But right now it's looking like it's unfortunately going to be another year where the Mariners are going to have to start digging out of a hole come the middle of the season. That's the last thing you want to do. I don't know what it is with this ball club. I don't know if it's on Scott's service. I don't know if it's on Jerry DePoto and Hollander for building this team. I don't know if it's on the players. I don't know if it's on the culture. I don't know if it's on, the windy and the rainy Seattle weather in April. I don't know what it is. But the Mariners always start bad in April. I'm getting tired of it. And I said I wanted one season where coming out of the first 30 games of the year, the Mariners have, they're 5 above 500, 20 and 10, 15, 17 and 13 even, just something. And now we're 6 and 10. It's frustrating. I mean, it really is. So the Mariners lose their 10th game of the year with only 6 wins to show for it. Luis Castillo, he's starting to look better. He had some good stuff. His fastball was working, especially towards the latter half of the game, especially in that 6th inning. He was at 95 pitches, and he was blowing fastballs by batters. It was good to see there. He left a couple stuff hanging. He had to fight out of some counts. Did give up 8 hits, so a lot of traffic on the base path. Sorry, he didn't give up 8 hits. The Mariners gave 8 hits. He gave up 7 hits, so only 1 hit given up by the bullpen. So we had a lot of traffic on the base path, but I don't know if he walked anyone. I don't believe he did. So, he had to battle a little bit, but when he needed to get stuff done, he got it done for the most part, outside of that pesky 2-run shot by Michael Busch. Luis Castillo could have had a 1 earned run night, but hindsight's 20/20. What are you going to do? He had a pretty good start, and the Mariners offense, once again, cannot get it done. That's about all I have for you guys. Go watch the Masters. That's what I'm going to do right now. If you're here all the way to the end of the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It would really, really help out the channel, mainly by our doing daily post-game shows. And in the off days, we are still uploading content about your Seattle Mariners and your Seattle Seahawks. We're really trying to grow this channel. I would really, really appreciate it if you guys showed that love, and we can continue making content as a little symbiotic relationship going on. So that would really make my day. So if you guys could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. And as always, go Mariners. See you guys. Have a good one.